Do you like wheels? Let's talk some wheels. Hi, I'm Gav and welcome back to the channel where today we are talking about quick releases. So as I've mentioned before, I'm now on the Cammus direct drive wheel system. One of the things I wanted to change after getting onto the Cammus system is get myself a separate wheel rim or separate wheel that I could also drive GT at Formula cars. Now, if you saw my video about ASUS, you know that I've switched over to an ASUS wheel rim with my Cammus button plate. Now, although the ASUS wheel rim is great, it's not particularly made for rally racing. So I wanted to be able to utilize my round Cammus rim for rally racing. But the issue I have with that is that I only have one Cammus quick release. And although Cammus's quick release system is technically universal, I couldn't find a quick release that would match the pattern or the shape of the shaft that Cammus have. So I decided to come up with another solution. Thanks to Sim Racing Corner and Douglas Thompson for putting out videos that are so incredibly interesting and informative about different quick release systems and different button plates. I decided to watch a video from Douglas Thompson where we talked about changing the base side quick release so that you can fit a more standardized and really cheaper quick release onto your wheel rims. So I hopped on Amazon and found the cheapest quick release that I could find. Now, when this arrived, it was a little bit finicky to get ready. I had to remove a couple of cables to a couple of screws. Unfortunately, when I got the quick release, these screws were absolutely ruined already and were made of butter. So the first turn of the screw, they were completely stripped. I couldn't do anything with them. So it did take a bit of brute forcing to get them to come out, and a hammer and some broken plastic. But once we got them all set up, I had to change the original quick release system on the base side of the Cammus and then change it over to the new quick release system on the wheel. This is the original Cammus quick release system. So you have the base side, which goes onto the base, and then you have the quick release that then attaches to the base. And this means that you can take wheels on and off just by sliding the collar off. Now, the new one, I needed to swap over and make sure that the electronics for the Cammus button plate could be attached to the mounting point on the wheel on the base side. This is because there's a contact point on the Cammus side because there isn't an option to run their button plate as a USB. So this did take a little bit of DIY and it was a little bit annoying, but honestly, it didn't take me more than an evening. Now this means that I can run both my ASUS wheel with the Cammus button plate and an extra Cammus round wheel all on the same system. So here's my Cammus round wheel with the very funky blue quick release. It was really easy to set up, really easy. It's the standard 70mm bolt pattern. You just bang it onto the back, and now this will attach to this new base side adapter. So this is the round wheel. Obviously there's no buttons or anything on it because the button plate is on my ASUS rim. Which is fine for rally for me, to be honest. Most of the time with rally, I'm using the sequential shifter, and actually not having anything in the way while I'm doing some rally is quite nice, because if I have the paddle shifters there, sometimes I like to do a sneaky little paddle shift if I'm struggling. But this one forces me to use the sequential shifter, and actually quite like that. And then secondly, we have the ASUS system. This one is on a black quick release. I bought them from the same person. They sent me two different colors of quick release, and this one claims to be a Sparko quick release. I don't believe that for a second because it was so cheap, and Sparko is not cheap. So now I have two rivets that I can run on the Cammus, both on the same quick release system, and that just makes it easy now for me to swap between wheels whenever I'm changing between disciplines. Obviously this one's got the button plate in it, so it does have those pins in the back that connect to the wheelbase so that you can get functionality of all the lovely buttons on the front of the Cammus button plate and the paddles as well. Now, I could have just purchased another quick release from Cammus, which, you know, they're not that expensive. They run about $30. I paid about half of that to get this quick release system set up, and I know that they'll always be available for me at that price on Amazon. So if I do want to upgrade and get another wheel, which we're sim racers, we all want hundreds and thousands of wheels, then I can just grab another one of those quick releases and then all of my wheels are ready to go. In fact, one of the things I've been thinking about doing is getting a sim racing machines set so I can convert my Fanatec wheels over to USB so that I can use them, and then it would just be attaching the quick release to the system and then they all run on the base. This is a great solution if you want to have multiple different sizes of wheels and shapes and USB and non-USB and wheel rims and all that kind of stuff. If you have a great collection of wheel rims, you can do this, and this will also work for Moza and probably SimMagic as well. So if you've got any of those other quick release solutions from any of those other companies, you can give this a try, and then if not, just return it back to Amazon. So yeah, this is just a quick video to explain how I've swapped over the quick release system. I really am enjoying having the option of different wheels because I previously had that with my Fanatec base, and now it's good to have that with the other base. So it's time to look into some other wheels, mainly looking at some Formula wheels and some other round wheels to do some racing. But that'll do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to know anything about this, drop me a comment or find me on Instagram. You can ask me a question. My links are in the show notes below. But until I see you on the next video, I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.